I'm here with John Cowan, south of Hughenden, on a property that's been improved pasture. So previously it was some gidgee scrub. Yeah, so how did this come about, John?
Oh, well, we wanted to improve the pasture as much as we could. We pulled this gidgee scrub some years ago, probably about 12 years ago, and then re-pulled it and raked it before blade ploughing it, and then sowing Pregatus in with the buffle.
Awesome. Yep. Yep. So how were the seasons since you established it?
Terrible. When we first ploughed it, I think we got 5 inches for the year on a 19-inch rainfall average, and the first year was terrible. And even the next 3 or 4 years after that weren't good. We had to nurse it a fair bit. Often you plough your way into a drought. It is surprising that it did establish, given it had such a rough start. Oh, well, for a start, just locking it up a lot to establish things, but once it's established now, I think you can put a lot of grazing pressure on it. It probably needs a good chewing early in the wet.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are the growth rates in this paddock compared to some of the other paddocks on your property?
Yeah, it's never been behind in this paddock. It's been patchy seasons, and usually the growth rates are where the little narrow storms are. This has never been behind, but quite often, well, once it's been the same as the rest of the show, but mostly it's between 0.1 and 0.2 kilos a day extra in this paddock.
So is this something you mentioned before, John, that you were talking, this is something you see as are you happy with it as a pasture so far, and how do you see it going into longer term?
I think, yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's established quite well now. I think the long-term benefits will be to stop the buffel grass run down the pasture. Often with buffel grass runs down, and hopefully this will alleviate it. And having high protein legumes spread through your things and a variety of different things is always a strength.